Welcome back to another episode of the Sports Den. I'm Daniel, as always coming to you from an undisclosed location, where today is a special World Series edition of the show. I'm talking about the Washington Nationals. The Washington Nationals did the impossible, not only making it to the World Series for the first time in 86 years, but winning their franchise's first ever World Series title. And it was all based on a team concept. They got contributions from Juan Soto, Anthony Rendon, Ryan Zimmerman, Adam Eaton, and others. But it was also the dominant pitching performances of Max Scherzer and Steven Strasburg. Strasburg was named World Series MVP because he went undefeated in the series and in the postseason, and also racked up double-digit strikeouts, proving that why the Nats have made that investment into him years ago. Strasburg and Scherzer dominated, as I mentioned a moment ago, and that's what you need in baseball, dominant pitching. And these guys prove why the Nats invested the amount of money that they did into them. The Nats are the epitome of an underdog. Nobody even gave them a shot. They started out 1931 early on in the season. There were questions if Dave Martinez, the Nats manager, if his job was on the line. There were questions what this team would do without Bryce Harper. If you recall, the Nats let Bryce Harper walk after they didn't want to pay him over $300 million. Bryce Harper got a $330 million contract with the Philadelphia Phillies. The Phillies didn't even make the playoffs, but the Nats went on to win the whole thing, and it was a team concept that did it. That's also why the Washington Nationals proved that having a team, investing your resources in pitching and hitting and defenders still works. I mean, think about it. The Nats' three biggest aces, Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg, and Patrick Corbin, were among the contributing reasons why this team had the postseason run that they did and why they dominated in the World Series. Because at the end of the day, you need pitching to help win the World Series, among other things. But it wasn't just Strasburg and Scherzer who played such a pivotal role. It was also the young stars the Nationals have in Anthony Rendon and Juan Soto. These guys handled their business the entire series and postseason, and the Nationals also proved that their future is very bright because they have these cornerstones of the franchise they can build around. At the end of the day, when we see in baseball, just like other professional sports, this trend to want to just dole out millions of dollars to one player, the Nationals proved that pooling their resources in different areas, developing young talent, not only sets them up for current success, but future success going forward. I mean, who's to say that this team can't be a dynasty in the making when you have Juan Soto, a superstar who's only 21 years old, you have Anthony Rendon, Adam Eaton, and others, and obviously you have Max Scherzer, the ace, and also Steven Strasburg. Also, you can just build around those pieces and they can do something going forward. The Washington Nationals have proven that you don't always have to dump all of your resources into one player, and sometimes the moves that you don't make can pay big dividends like we saw this season. And you got to wonder how Bryce Harper is feeling right now. I don't fault Bryce Harper at all for taking the money and run. And sure, it's easy for some Nats fans to say that, well, this just proves that Bryce Harper can't get it done and we were better without him. Maybe, maybe not. But at the same time, not to take anything away from Bryce Harper is a star player, and I do not fault him at all for taking that money. But the Washington Nationals just proved that their formula for just spreading their resources where it was needed the most, with pitching and having quality young hitters and defenders, is what did the trick for them. And they have set themselves up for success going forward. Now, as always, I want to hear from you guys out there. Have the Washington Nationals set themselves up for a future dynasty with the way they have pooled their resources throughout the team, starting with their pitching? And could they possibly make a repeat run to the World Series next season? As always, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. We'll do it again, and I'm out.